good, everybody? What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's good? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? Y'all doing okay? So it turns out that the reason why Mello has not been on YouTube is because she's suspended. She is not able to post. Now, I found this from another. So I found out this from another source that this is the reason why, and I've actually noticed. And I'm just like, yo, that's gotta be the reason why. It makes sense because this happened to her before. Like, she can't post on her regular channel because it's like, yeah, she's blocked from it, and they're investigating some shit. So that's why it's been a week. So I think it's slowly like opening up to people because more and more people are like reporting her videos to be like misleading or some crazy shit like that. Crazy shit. So yeah, that explains why. Also, is anybody okay? Any small YouTubers? Are you guys getting sick and tired of that stupid either yellow money sign or that stupid copyright claim? Every video I reacted to, like recently, when I reacted to the girl in the Gorilla Glue hair, yo, oh, let me turn this down, bro. I'm playing Call of Duty. Sorry, that probably can't hear what I'm saying. We are. I'm playing Call of Duty Cold War Black Ops. Add me if you want, beach. Add me if you want, motherfuckers. Add me if you want to. Add me if you want to. That's how.
Domination.
Alright. Anyway, so let's go. So anyway, I keep getting that stupid ass copyright claim for the last 3 videos I posted. My reaction video to ooh wee bitch, you ain't gonna yup, first blood, motherfucker. Yeah, so when I did the Degrassi one, when I did the Degrassi video, I got copyright claim. Then when I did that Gorilla Glue, I get a message. Your video is not being monetized because blah, 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 bullshit, copyright claim, bullshit. That shit is so annoying, let me tell you. That shit's so frustrating. Like, I swear, bro, like, anybody else has that problem. Like, it's like YouTube do not like members of the LGBT community at all. I'm saying the LGBT because that's the original G's. So, you know, that Q and whatever, that's something new. But back in the day, it was LGBT for me, people my age. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's so annoying. Like, and if it's not the copyright claim, it's the damn yellow money tag, the yellow money sign, which means there are limited to no ads in your video. Something really stupid, and it's so damn you fucking something really stupid. Limited to no ads in your video. Now, I don't understand what the point is. Oh, y'all, I gotta put on my secret weapon now. Yeah, so I don't understand it. So like when you get the yellow money sign, you have to go to submit a review. So a couple reactions videos that I did had that yellow money sign, and like when it is that you lose money. I mean, it's not just about money all the time, but you know, it's nice to like know that you're gonna get a little couple dollars from YouTube. You feel me? Because I got a couple dollars from YouTube. Because times, I don't care what anybody say, times are hard right now. You feel me? Like, every money point counts. And I just got a new job because I left that last job I had. Because that job was horrible. Let me tell you. Oh my, I worked there all of like 3 months, 2 months. It's like, it was always something with them. Like, always something. You get written up for everything and that shit. If you spell a word wrong, you get written up. Like, if you answer the phone like, hello, so you forgot to say their name in this phone call. We're writing you up. Like, literally worst job I've ever had. Wow, we getting our asses kicked. Y'all niggas suck dick. Anyway, so, yeah, it's literally, like, that bad. Like, it was always something with them. And I've only been there literally 2 months. I've gotten 5 paychecks from them. That's it. 5. I've been there 2 freaking months. That's it. And I couldn't do it anymore. Now, if you go look at the reviews and read the goddamn reviews, you will see that job is crazy. Like, it's nothing but bad reviews. It's unprofessional. You get rid of everything. You get in trouble for everything. They ask you to go into coaching for everything. Like, they take money out your check for no motherfucking reason type shit. Like, I leave. So, let me tell you, like, what happened. Like, my last day. Okay, so, like, one day, my supervisor, she was like, hi, good morning, superstar. How are you doing today, superstar? And I'm like, why is this bitch saying good morning to me? It's a work from home job. So when you work from home, you have like to answer the phones all day. But there was like this little, something called Slack. Have you guys heard of Slack? It's like work from home where like it's everybody that's working that day. can chat to each other and like help them with whatever needs to be helped, whether it's like phone calls, orders, anything. It's just like one big huge chat room for your coworkers. So one day she said, "Good morning, superstar," and she kept calling me superstar, and I'm like, "Oh shit, okay, I'm doing good. How are you?" She's like, "I'm doing good, superstar." And then I'm like, "All right," and she's like, "Let's make today a great day, superstar." She was texting this private message. I wish I can pull that shit up right now. Ooh, I bet you I could log in still. I bet you I could probably still log in. Maybe not. But I got my last paycheck and they took $390 out of it. The fuck? Bitch, you got me fucked up. So I'm about to raise hell. Y'all better give me my $390 back. Y'all better give me my $390 back. Or I'm about to go down to Columbus, Ohio, and I'm about to storm the goddamn main office. I'm about to storm the warehouse. I'm about to storm the main office, the hiring company, corporate. I'm about to storm in there. Shit. Talk about some storm the Capitol. I'm gonna storm the motherfucking, headquarters. Like, no cap. So anyway, back to the story, because this is the worst job I've ever had. So you guys wanted a story time on that, but like this went from like me getting sick of copyright claiming to like whatever. But anyway, might as well make this a story time. Why not? Because I'm just venting. Anyway, so yeah. So I'm not gonna say the name of the company because I'm not the type of person that outs people like that, like outs people's company. Like if I got something bad to say about a job, I'm not gonna say it in a YouTube video except for Walgreens. I said no, yeah, Walgreens. Oh shit, that place was horrible to work. Working at Walgreens wasn't as bad as working at Speedway. Look, I got my shit in it. But anyway, so yeah, this company's work from home job. So she's talking to me next day and she's like, "Well, let's have a good day today, superstar." And I'm like, "You too, I guess." So I'm doing my like shift and everything's cool. I'm answering my calls. I'm filling out my depositions, whatever. Well, at first I was filling them out wrong. Okay, I've only been there little over a month, 2 months. That's it. So I'm not gonna like. Bitch, you got killed anyway. So I'm not gonna know everything fully because it was a lot to remember because it was work from home. Yeah, this training was 2 weeks, and pretty much training was horrible because training was us like just her talking. That's it. It wasn't really training. It was like a presentation. It was like one big presentation, not no cap, like just a presentation. It was like we were sitting in a lecture class and they were just reading off of slides. That's exactly how the training was. Reading off of fucking slides. And it was so impressive because she was taking pictures with her goddamn iPhone. So the slides that she had were off her iPhone. Off this trainer's iPhone. No bullshit. Literally. It was off her iPhone. So we're just like, we could barely see that. So she would ask everybody to read, and we're just like, we can't see that shit. She's like, "Okay, hold on. Just try and look harder." What do you mean try and look harder, bitch? Why is it on your iPhone to begin with? You feel me? Like, what the fuck? So we're doing that or whatever. That's how unprofessional it was. And everyone would try and talk at the same time. And she's like, anybody have any questions? And everyone would talk at once, okay? And there were people that weren't muting their mic and shit. Like, people were just like, you'd hear people crying babies in the background. And she'd be like, "Please mute your mic." You'd hear somebody cussing in the background. And then she'd be like, "Please mute your mic." And they wasn't listening. They didn't know what mute your mic meant. So they didn't mute their mic. So anyway, training was just bullshit. So the last day of training, which we still did not know what the fuck we were supposed to do, or we didn't know what was going to fuck on. She's like, "All right, guys, well, this is it. You guys are getting ready to start making calls. You guys are starting to take calls right now." And I'm like, "Right now? What you mean?" She's like, "Yeah, y'all about to start making calls. Sign off and start making calls, and this is the last day." And I'm like, what? I'm not ready to make no damn calls. What you mean? What? What do you mean? So we're just like, "Wait, what?" And everyone's like, "Oh, are you serious?" And they're just like, "Yeah." And we're just like, "Okay, well, good luck, everybody." We needed it because I still failed. We all did. Mind you, there was at least 50 people in my training, online training bullshit. Like, at least 50 people, okay? I was the only one left after, like, day one. Like, after my official first day, everybody was gone. That was everybody's last day. So I stuck it up. Like, there was only 2 of us left. And she quit a week after, literally. Like, she was just like, "Oh, fuck this." Because we didn't know what the hell what we were supposed to do. Like, come on, you guys just tell us, like, y'all gonna start taking calls right away without no experience whatsoever. Like, what the fuck? Like, that training was trash. Usually, you go into a building for training. Usually, it's not a presentation. I literally felt like I was in school. She's like, "You guys make sure you take notes." Bitch, how are we gonna take notes if you're going through the slides so fast? The fuck? So I kind of sounded like people weren't going to last long or whatever. So anyway, Back to the fucking bench. This motherfucker is pissing me off with that shit. I'm about to kill his ass because he's pissing me off. This motherfucker with the combat. See, people that be bitches that be using like flashbangs are so annoying. Like, why the fuck are you using a flashbang? You suck that bad, yeah, you use flashbang in this little ass map. That's it. That's all they do is use flashbang. That's how you know they're fucking newbies. Anyway, so like I was saying, this bitch, motherfucker, they be cheating. I hate this game. I'm about to turn this shit off because I'm getting fucking pissed off right now. So anyway, like I said, and my team sucked. Like, So like I said, yeah, so everybody quit after the first one. I found the idiot that kept using flashbangs. So, what was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted. These motherfuckers. Oh, we about to catch up though, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, so we were out of training or whatever, but like, back to that day when I was like, when I lost it, when I said, fuck this job. Alright, so. I'm doing things, I'm taking calls or whatever, and just doing my thing, and they're just like, good job. So I got a 100% on about two or three times. I got a 100 because they score you. Like, they literally sit there and listen to your calls all day and score you on your call and all your shit you do. Like, it's like they're babysitting you, pretty much. And if you make one mistake, you're fucking in trouble. So I'm thinking everything's cool that day. I haven't heard anything or whatever. So, there's also something called deposition. So what you have to do is, like, if you work from home at a call center, every time a call comes in, you have to take note. You have to note it and fill out this deposition, which is a screen pop, which is who's calling, what they're calling for, boom, 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 period. Like, and then every time you did, and after every call, you had to note into their file. You had to go into their order number and note into their file. Like, note. Customer called in to do blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying. So, I'm doing that. I'm doing that, right? So then, after that day, I'm working everything. I'm thinking everything's fine or whatever. After that day, she says, "Are you ready to go? Are you ready to talk? Are you ready to chat, superstar?" And I'm like, "Sure. You want me to go into coaching?" She's like, "Yes, superstar." And I'm like, "Here we go." I literally went into coaching at least once every day. Every day I was there. It was very seldom that I did not go into coaching because if you make one mistake, like I said, they tell you to go into coaching, and they say we don't want you to take coaching as it's bad. But every time you go into coaching, you're getting written up for something. You're getting a verbal for some bullshit. So of course we're all gonna be like, oh shit, here we go, we're in trouble. We even had a meeting about that. So she's like, you're doing good, you're doing great, you're improving, and this, that, and then she's like, you're improving so fast, you can be a supervisor. Are you looking to advance? Pretty soon everybody's gonna be asking you the same questions you're asking everybody, superstar. And I'm like, oh. No, I don't want to advance. Thinking in my head, I was like, oh, hell no, I don't want to advance. But I'm like, yeah, of course, sure. Yeah, why not? Of course I want to advance. Oh, yeah, like, of course I'll be a supervisor. Oh, yeah, like, totally. So, anyway, it's like, okay, the only thing is, you're not filling out your depositions. And I'm like, yes, I am. She's like, well, make sure you're doing it right. And then you did mess up on one call. Make sure you say their name twice. It makes you show empathy. I'm like, okay, that's it, period, point blank. All right, fine, easy peasy. So then after that day, she's like, but other than that, you're doing great. You're improving. I can just tell you're passing your calls. And I'm like, okay, so the next day, go into coaching right now. I'm like, what the fuck? Bipolar ass mother, what the hell? And she's like, what? I'm like, oh God, here we go. She's like, why are you saying here we go? It's not always bad. And I'm like, yes, it is always bad. The way you said it. She's like, first of all, you're still not filling out your screen pops. And I'm like, yes, the hell I am filling them out. So they got an account manager on the phone or whatever, some shit. And then it's like, well, it shows here that you're not filling them out properly. And I'm like, yes, I am. I'm doing everything I need to go to. And they're like, well, how are you filling them out? And I'm like, bitch, I'm just filling them out. It's not that much to do. You fill out their first and last name, the order number, what they're calling for. That's it. That's what I'm doing. I even took screenshots of me doing it. They're like, well, we're going to have to give you a verbal write-up because you're not doing them right. And I'm like, what do you mean I am filling them out? And she's like, it's not showing that you are, so we're going to have to give you a verbal warning. I'm like, okay, fine, what the fuck ever. I'm like, I don't think it's fair because I am filling them out, and you got to give me a write-up. Like, for what? I'm filling them out. What are you talking about? Like, I literally sent screenshots. I said, look, these are all it. And then she's like, well, they all say open. And I'm like, okay, are they not supposed to be open or what? She's like, you gotta close them. And I'm like, I am closing it. Well, I said, oh, okay, you gotta close them. I didn't know I had to close them, but go ahead and write me up anyway. So then the next day I got in trouble for the same thing. They're like, you're still not closing them. And I'm like, what? Well, how the fuck do I close them then? She's like, how are you closing them? I'm like, I'm filling it out. I'm hitting the save button. Then I'm hitting the X button. She's like, well, you're clearly not doing them right. And this is the second time we have to tell you. So we're going to have to write you up again. The next one's going to be a final and then it's going to be over. And I'm like, ugh. But I'm filling them out. What are you talking about? Like, I'm doing my best. Like, what? Yeah, well, and then, okay, so I'm like, fine, whatever. And they're like, do you understand what we're saying? Do you understand this or whatever? You gotta type yes or no. I'm like, no, I don't understand, and I don't agree with it because I am filling them out properly. She's like, well, I'm like, fine, whatever. Whatever, fine. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck anymore. This job is trash anyway. So then she calls me back the next day. She's like, oh, I remember. I found out what you're doing wrong. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? She's like, because I was doing the same thing. I was about to get reprimanded. And I'm like, so you're doing it wrong too. So are you going to get rid of my fucking write-up, bitch? Because, nigga, I'm like, bitch, you gonna get rid of my write-up? She's like, so you're supposed to save it before you hit close. And I'm like, bruh. She's like, I was doing it wrong the whole time. And I'm like, bitch, you better get rid of my fucking write-up then. What do you mean? She's like, unfortunately, I can't do that. And I'm like, well, unfortunately, you can suck my dick and get rid of this write-up. Like, for real. Like, what are you talking about, man? So that was that. So then another week comes. Then they kept on pressing. They kept on pressing on how to use the call flow sheet. I was doing it. You got to answer with their name. Open the brand name. Thank you for calling so-and-so. This is so-and-so. May I help you? And you'd have to say, I'd be happy to help you with that. And then you have to ask for a survey and all that bullshit. So she asked me once, she's like, are you using the call flow sheet? I'm like, yes, I am. I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm like, I don't have to, do I have to say it word for word? So the first time she said, no, you don't have to say it word for word. You just need to, just follow that flow card. Just follow it. Just read along with it and follow it. So we also had a group coaching with all the girls. That was her supervisor. I was gonna give her name out. I should give her name out. Fucking bitch. Stupid ass bitch. Fucking fake ass motherfucker. I hope you see this, idiot. Like you're not cool. You're trash as hell. And she got an attitude problem, and she's rude, and she's very unprofessional. She would be eating while she was on the phone and shit like that. Like, you hear a kid screaming in the background. I'm like, what's that noise? Oh, it's the TV. I'm like, bro, but you kept getting us in trouble with background noise, but y'all, it's okay for y'all to do it? So anyway, I'm like, fine, whatever, woo. I'm like, I'm doing it. She's like, okay, use the call flow. I'm like, okay. Another week goes by. Use the call flow. I'm like, I am. She's like, and I'm like, do you want me to say it word for word? They're like, you don't have to say it word for word. Just follow the guidelines. I'm like, okay, I am. Hi, my name is so-and-so. Well, so-and-so, let's say. Well, thank you for calling, let me see. Thank you for calling so-and-so. This is Jane Doe. How can I help you? Hi, I need to place an order. Okay, can I have your first and last name, please? Yeah, my name is so-and-so. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, Samantha, thank you for calling. I'll be happy to help you with placing an order today, Samantha. And then I have to show info. She's like, I want to place an order. And last time I placed an order, it didn't come. I'm like, I do apologize for that. I know how frustrating that can be. And I will go ahead and fix that for you. That's exactly how I was doing it. That's showing empathy. That's fucking using the brand name. That's saying my name. That's saying the damn customer's name 3 fucking times. That's exactly what it was. So I was doing that. And I guess they still didn't accept that. So then, the day after that, I guess, another day, she was like, I just listened to one of your calls and you passed. Congratulations. And I'm like, oh, thank you. That made me feel good. The next day, Tiara, I told you to use the cost flow sheet. Why aren't you using it? Do you not understand? I'm like, and this was a Saturday. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, because I've gotten written up so many times. Like, if I spelled a person's name wrong, I got written up. If I didn't say her name 3 times, I got written up. If I didn't say thank you for calling, I got written up. If I don't say I apologize for the inconvenience, I got written up. Like, it was that type of job. It was definitely that type of job. So, anyway, this idiot's pissing me off. I'm about to kill his motherfucking ass. Stupid bitch, where'd he go? Idiot. Anyway, so yeah, it was literally like that. So, she's like, and she said, you're not using the call flow sheet. You're not using it. I'm like, what do you want? So you want me to read it word for word? She's like, I don't know how much more clearer I can be. And I'm like, well, you told us not to read it word for word. So from now on, I'll just say, thank you for calling XXX. This is XXX. How can I help you today? Thank you, XXX. I'd be happy to say. She's like, no, you're not supposed to do it like that. And I'm like, well, you said we read it word for word, and it's got XXX on there. Like when you're saying your name or the customer's name, it says XXX. So I'm going to do exactly what you guys told me to do. I'm going to do exactly what you told me to do. I'm going to read it line for line. XXX. She's like, I don't understand. You're gonna have to just do what I said, or I'm gonna give you another correction action or some fucking action bullshit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you know what, bitch? I don't give a fuck. I was like, you know what? I don't care. It's time for me to quit. She's like, okay, fine. And she's like, oh no, she's like, I'm gonna have to listen to your calls. Oh no, when I signed on Saturday, she's like, I'm gonna have to listen to your calls today and make sure that you're using the call flow form. I'm listening to every single one of them, and if you don't use the call flow form, I'm writing you up. I'm gonna give you corrective action. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm like, all right, you know what? I am. So that's when I said, do you want me to read it word for word? Because I'll start reading it word for word. I'll use all the X's and I'll use, thank you for calling, period. How may I help you, comma. Well, hello, exclamation point. How are you doing today, exclamation point. She's like, you're being a smart ass now. And I'm like, and you're being a dumbass and you're threatening me. Because she said, if you don't, I'm going to write you up. And I'm like, so is this a threat? Are you threatening me? She's like, no, that's not what it is. I'm like, it sounds like you're threatening me. You know what? I don't have time for this bullshit. Y'all write everybody up for everything. This is the stupidest shit ever. Y'all take this job too seriously. It's fucking $12 an hour, bro. That's it. It's $12 an hour. Y'all take this job too damn seriously. It's like, it doesn't make, I don't know why they act like you're working for the President of the United States. That's how serious. Damn, I've been talking for 21 minutes. That's how serious this place was. That's how serious it was. Like, literally. Like, I was working in the White House or some shit. They would watch you like you're in fucking prison. Literally. Like, literally. And you're working from home. So they seen everything. They listen to your calls and shit. So I said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm like, you know what? It's time to quit. And she's like, okay, I will take that as your letter of recognition or whatever. Resignation. Whatever. Letter to resign. So I said, fuck you. And I signed off. And I signed off for the day, and I just got mad and started cussing and shit and just left. And then I went back on a couple of weeks later after I quit to see what else she said, and she said, please sign out and turn your equipment in, or they have keep your last paycheck. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. And that was that. So yeah, that job was horrible. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, they act like we were a bunch of kids, because that's how much they watched us. Literally, I've only been there a month, 2 months, and I've got it written up at least 26 times for some dumb shit, like not notating right, not spelling the customer's name right, not saying thank you for calling, not saying survey. Now, mind you, we take 50, 60 calls a day, so who's going to remember how to say everything at each call after 2 months, you feel me? So anyway, that's what happened with that job. That job was the worst. If you go online and look up worst job in Ohio, you're going to see that, like, for real. Worst job in Ohio. And then the clothes that they ordered was always falling apart. People were always calling saying I didn't get my order. Or people call like my hoe has a shirt on it. My shirt that I ordered has a hole in. Or I placed an order and I received my order and the shoes were dirty. I got so many calls with that. Like, people said these clothes are so cheap. I am never shopping here at so and so again. Okay, I don't care, bitch. It's a plus size store. It's for plus size clothing. I'm like, oh, well, I don't give a fuck because I can't shop there anyway. Now, it's a sister company for Hot Topic. I'll say that. It's a sister company from Hot Topic. So, yeah, that was the worst job ever, and I literally gave up. And I said, I quit. Like, just, and then my last paycheck, they're going to take $390 out of my paycheck. I'm like, oh, no. Not today. Not today. You know what? Nah. So anyway, that is that. And so, like, this all leads to every dollar counts that I make, regardless. I do start a new job. It's another work from home job. I hope it's not as trashy as this one, but it doesn't seem like they're, like, petty like that. So I'm starting next week. It's not the same company, so they seem like they're more respected. And they say, like, training. Oh, Jesus. And they said, training is through Zoom. All of us has a Zoom meeting, and, like, IT's gonna be there, and it's like, yeah, they said it's pretty legit. It's pretty decent. So we'll see how this one goes. But let me tell you, everybody quit. Everybody that I trained with quit. I was the last one left at the end of the day. Like, literally the last one left. No cap. And then the last time I hit rock bottom was like last Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago. And then I left one of my coworkers I was talking to my phone number and hit me up. So I said, girl, I quit, hit me up. And guess what? She quit too. Because she said the same thing. She's like, it's always something with them. I can't take this shit anymore. And I'm like, exactly. Because they act like you're working for the goddamn president. So anyway, that's that. Thank you for watching the whole time. It's almost been 30 minutes. I probably have to cut something off. Or you're not going to sit there and watch the whole time. Or you might. I mean, if you love me. By the way, who wants to be my Valentine? Because clearly I'm gone. I mean, I haven't asked. the girl I like yet, but whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're new here, hello, my name is T Dizzle, T Dog, double T, T can tantalize. You can call me everything besides the B word. Come hit me up on, come play with me. That's what she said. This motherfucker, come play with me in Cold War, Black Ops, Warzone, whatever you want. Hit me up. That's Hot 118. And I am out, bitches. Peace.